Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Let's play some more F-Zero Maximum Velocity. Definitely, this is the second take that I did of this. I literally forgot the name of this game. That's not a very good sign to start off the day. So what we're doing is we're starting up the Bishop Circuit. The final thing that we'll be doing on beginner difficulty until we can unlock a new circuit. So here we go. This one's the Tightrope Circuit. They actually made this a little bit, obviously the roads are a little bit less wide than normal, so that would be the reasoning for them calling it this. It's not very hard though. I mean, you can kind of tell what it's just by looking at the track design here. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Something big out there. That looks like the futuristic version of the Eiffel Tower out there. So I know I'm like a day late, or like a day or two late on this, but I didn't make a video yesterday, so I didn't get to really talk about it. But apparently there's this whole thing going around about there being a real-life zombie invasion going on. And by invasion, I mean not really, because it's... So pretty much, I'll lay it down for you, for those of you who don't know what's going on. So pretty much in Miami, the other day, there was this whole report that was out about some guy that was traveling around, and he was like eating another guy's face, is pretty much what he was doing. And then the police had to shoot him like multiple times to kill him because he was like being unresponsive to their, commands of not eating another guy's face and his brains, pretty much. So they shot him like, I don't remember the number. It was like 6 or 8 times to finally take him down. And apparently that automatically means that he was a zombie. That's pretty much what they... Oh, I forgot to use my boost. That wasn't very smart of me at all. Well, now I'm going to get a really good lap time for this because I have 2 boosts to use. But, yeah, so that apparently automatically means that just because there was one guy in an isolated incident, so to speak, of somebody eating somebody else to death, that now there's a giant zombie invasion going around the entire world. But, I mean... And like a lot of people that I'm friends with on Facebook, they were like, "Oh my God, the zombies are attacking! Holy shit!" It's like, dude, there are way too many things that you could debunk that with. I.e., like, I don't know. Let's see, I could be totally drug-induced. I mean, there are plenty of drugs like PCP out there that you could be totally whacked out on that would involve you having superhuman strength and the ability to tolerate massive amounts of pain. And I once again forgot to use a boost. This is what happens when I get in story time. I forget to actually remember to do things. That's right though, it doesn't really matter. We still got the record for time anyways. I'll end up shattering it at one point anyways, but yeah, I mean, you could be totally, doped up on drugs. That would explain the reasoning for, not particularly being able to be taken down immediately. And then the whole thing about eating somebody else's brain, or, eating somebody else's face. I mean, there are people in the world called cannibals. I mean, they do exist. I mean, it's not the kind of thing that you see very often, but I would say, in the grand scheme of things, there's definitely a bunch of weird cults out there, of which cannibalism's pretty commonplace. So, for people to automatically think that we got, like, ourselves this giant Resident Evil-esque zombie invasion going on seems a little far-fetched to me. I mean, the concept behind it and the idea behind the whole thing is pretty weird, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't the theoretical definition of a zombie the living dead, which would insinuate that this guy would have already been dead once, and by some course of divine intervention reanimated his corpse somehow, and then began traveling the streets of Miami, feasting on other people's flesh. Not to mention that the guy that he supposedly was eating his face off would have also have been more or less, God, hurry up and go, would have also been converted into a zombie, which means that only, I don't know, maybe a few hours after this supposed thing was going on, he would have come back to life and started, meandering around the streets, finding other people to turn into zombies. That's kind of how that works, in theory at least. I mean, that's kind of how the zombie invasion spread, is you get the quote-unquote patient zero, that's the source of it all. They start, they bite somebody, they get infected with whatever it is. It's not like people are just bored, you don't just randomly turn into a zombie. I mean, there's usually turns into like this whole virus-related flesh-eating thing. And then I'm not having a very clean run of this right now. I'm bouncing off of walls and flibbity-flabbity everywhere. Everything's going crazy. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing seems a little bit too, I don't know, not real for it to be. Go! What are you doing? Holy shit, that was terrible. I'm gonna get second place. Okay, maybe not. Wow, that was way too close. See, I've told you guys this numerous times before. I will hit a wall and then my car will just fucking stop moving. I don't know why. I literally sat there and I was tapping the button like vigorously, like, hurry up and fucking go. And he wouldn't do it. Oh, this one's fun. Craterland is awesome, if this is the one I'm thinking of. Is this the one I'm oh yeah, yeah. This one, it's got turbos everywhere. So yeah, there's my rant for the day about zombies and how it's not real. I mean, I'll believe it when, you know, when that type of thing makes, like, world news. Because, I mean, let's be honest. For that to only be on a local publication, this whole zombie invasion, which, if that were real, I mean, that would be on every news firm known to man. Because it'd be like, oh, instead of there being like, oh, well, there's a zombie attack in Miami today, there'd be like, oh yeah, breaking world, international, universal news everywhere in the history of mankind. There were fucking zombies today. Yeah, that actually happened. So you guys might want to, you know, go to the store, stock up on groceries, and maybe, just maybe, head over to your gun safe and, you know, get strapped, because there are zombies everywhere. Instead of being like, oh yeah, well there's this this one guy that, you know, he got his face eaten off. There's zombies running around now, by the way. But yeah, in other news, the Phillies won. That was the other part of what was going on today. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. As soon as this thing makes extremely super viral news, then I'll be a little more concerned about it. Until then, it's just it's what it is. I mean, the whole thing was weird. But that's all it is. So anywho, yes, with this one. In this track in particular, since I've been talking more about zombies than racing, which, I mean, that's usually what you do, but it's really hard to find the right spot to use a turbo for in this level, because there's obviously constant turbo going on, and it's really not a very easy spot to pick the best area for, but if I had to take a wild guess on the optimal spot to use it when I get there here in a minute, this is definitely not going to be my faster one. It'd be right here, right after you pass that third little thing there. Use it there, especially with the Windwalker. You'll get a good 5.5 seconds out of it, and then you'll just be able to cruise right on to the end. Still, once again, though, not my cleanest run. I tend to not have those very often, especially since I've taken a few days off of doing F-Zero videos, amongst other things. Especially since I can't do Max Payne 3 right now. Thank God that, you know, there are capture cards available on the internet for not very much. Oh, sweet. We're doing Cloud Carpet again. This is going to be good. I'm going to have to, you know, shut up again so you guys can listen to it, since I pretty much talked all the way through it last time. So here we go. Oh man, video game music, just lovely. Now that I think about it, I actually did let you guys listen to the thing last time, but I don't know. I just it's kind of like when in the very first F-Zero game when you're doing the night circuit. Is it the night circuit? No, you're doing. Is it Pawn? It's Pawn. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't remember. My brain's kind of fuzzy today. But when you do the final track of that circuit and you do Silence, I mean, it's like one that you literally have to shut up for just because it's that good. Which, I mean, the Cloud Carpet ones are pretty much the crown jewel of this game, as far as, you know, music is concerned. Yeah, that's, since I didn't really get to mention it there, do save your boost until you get to the second jump there. You'll know that it's coming when you're going through that weird, like, foggy-looking blue shit on the ground. That's when you know that, you know, start saving up for it, and I'll have to reiterate that here in a second. So here's the first jump. Now that you're going through this stuff here, use it right here, and then you'll just be able to catapult yourself straight over. You don't even have to worry about that hairpin turn whatsoever. Even though we crashed into that guy there, we actually still had the record time. So, I mean, if that was the record time, I'm going to be able to slaughter this thing. Or maybe not. God damn it. Green, reskinned and colored fireball cars. Fucking hate you guys. I have to kick her fucking head in here. God, get out of the way! Jesus Jesus Cristo! There we go. Finally, getting out of the damn way. For 0.1 seconds. Here we go. All we gotta do is just get through here without dying. Of course, that is always a task. This has record time written all over it. Oh shit! Okay, we're in good shape. We win! Yeah, I got the double green. That's the best time. That's the best type, not the best tine. Was this the fourth one? I think this was the fourth one. It was. Okay, so this is the fifth one. This is the final track in this circuit. However, we do not have time to deal with it. So, in the midst of this whole zombie-related discussion I've been having with you guys, we have run out of time for this episode. So when we come back next time, it is the ultimate circuit in the Bishop circuit. So, yeah, it doesn't mean, I mean, visually, it does not look that difficult. I mean, there are a lot of hairpin turns around there, but it's definitely nothing to be like, oh my god. It's definitely not like Firefield in the Super Nintendo version, where you're just like, holy shit, this thing is just a jumbled mess. So yeah, when we come back next time, we will get through here, and then we'll move on to, well actually, I think we're going to unlock our first little Easter eggs worth of fun. So, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching. And if there really is a zombie invasion, I will tell you guys about it, because I will somehow find out about it. So yeah, you guys take care. Bye.